Hello, it is receiving students and teachers. Please sit down. This time we will look at the strand science in the home, sub-strand using energy in the home. The new outcome for this term's lessons will be on outcome 8.3.3. Apply the knowledge about energy to investigate electrical and heat in the home. So that's the outcome for the lessons that we will go through in the coming weeks. Now, before we go straight into looking at the lesson topic, I'd like to ask you a few questions. Put your hands up if you ate something this morning. Good. Now, what if we don't eat and we come to school? What is going to happen? How would you feel? Can someone tell us by raising the hand and telling us how would you feel if you don't eat and you come to school? Let's have Shane.
I would feel weak and unsettled, and I won't think clearly.
Shane says he will be feeling weak, he will be unsettled or not settled, and he won't think clearly. Receiving students, how would you feel if you don't eat anything and you come to school? I hope you will have the same answers too. Or if we are trying to go out playing sports, if you don't eat anything, or even going out gardening, those are some of the things that the answers Shane gave, we would feel like that. Especially he said that he would be feeling weak. Now, the next question is, why do you think he will feel that way? We are going to feel that way. Anna?
Because there's no energy.
Because?
There's no energy.
There's?
No energy.
Anna says because there's no energy. Everyone say energy. 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 Now Anna says that we will feel that way, we'll be feeling weak because there is no energy. I wonder if you know what is energy. So our lesson topic for today is what is energy. Now, there are two things that we will go through in today's lesson. We will describe situations where energy is involved, and we are also going to discuss and define what energy is. So as we go through this lesson, these are the two things that we will have to try to achieve at the end of the lesson. Without wasting any more time, we will go straight into our activity. I'd like the runners to just come up and pick up these materials. Wait. Get one paper each. Sorry. Kita punya one marker ini. Isi. Isi. Dara, we're going to share this one to every student. Four to all the students, one each. Leftovers, bring it. Activity A. I'd like you to listen carefully so that you may follow the instructions. Activity A, everyone read.
In your activity groups, observe these pictures.
Now, I will be showing you some pictures, and our instruction says we will have to observe these pictures. Now, there is one guided question. This question will help us to observe these pictures. So the guided question is, receiving students, if you can get this question down. What do you think is making each of the following work or move? So the following pictures which I will show you, this question is for those pictures. So our guided question is, what do you think is making each of the following work or move? I will give you some time to look at each of the pictures, and as a group, you work with your group members, try to answer that question. If you can get this guided question down. The recorder, please get the guided question down. There are 6 pictures, so as soon as I show you one picture, you quickly go through it, discuss, and try to answer that question before we move on to the other question. So picture number 1, have a look at that picture. Let's move on to picture number 2. We have picture number 3. Picture number 4. Remember, your guided question is, what do you think is making each of the following pictures work or move? Picture number 5. Final picture, we have this. Now, receiving students, I hope you have observed all the pictures carefully and have got some answers to the guided question. Let's have group number 1. Tell us something for picture number 1.
Fuel causes the car to move.
All right, Tanavik says fuel causes the car to move. All right. What's happening here? The car is moving, huh? All right. So he's telling us that the fuel causes the car to move. Okay. We'll have Regina, number 2. Picture number 2.
Sun provides energy for the plant.
Sun provides the food for the plant. What is happening there? A woman is working in the garden, huh? All right. What causes her to move? What causes her to work? Karot.
The picture there shows a woman working in the garden, so the thing that helps her to work is the food that she eats in the morning.
Picture number 4. Oh, trees, sorry. Let's have Riku. What's happening there?
Wind is causing the sailing, the boat, the canoe to sail.
All right. We can see the canoe is sailing. We have the sail there, we have the canoe here. And Riku is saying the wind is causing the canoe to move. All right. Let's have Tulanga. Picture number 4.
The energy from the electricity is making the globe to light or lit.
Okay. It says the energy from the electricity is causing the globe or the bulb to glow. All right. Number 5. Picture number 5. We'll have one girl. Messi.
The battery is giving energy to the calculator.
The battery is giving energy to the calculator to work. All right. Battery. It can be battery or okay, solar. All right. Picture number 6. Picture number 6. We'll have Nigel. You want to try? Nigel, picture number 6.
The heat is making the fire to light. The heat is making the fire to light.
The heat is making the fire to burn. Good try. This is a fire burning. What is causing it to burn? Francis? All right, Francis will give us the answer. Receiving students, I hope you're also giving some good answers to your teacher.
Friction is causing the fire to light.
The friction is causing the fire to light. Good. We won't dispute your answer. Let's have Angeline.
The firewood is causing the flame, the fire to light, the flames.
All right. She says the firewood is causing the fire to light. Now, you have very good answers, I heard. So we'll have the recorder. You should have A3 size paper here. We'll have the recorder to write down what you wrote on here. For picture 1, picture 2, and up to picture 6. All right, receiving students, we have picture number 1 there. You can write down what do you think about picture number 1. Picture number 2. Picture 3. Picture 4. Some extra markers. Can you use that marker? Yes. Yeah. Picture number 5, receiving students. This is whiteboard. And picture number 6. All right, model class, I'd like you to listen. Most of the answers you have already given, you already gave for all the 6 pictures. So what I would like you to do is you put those papers away, you complete them later, and I will pick them from you. So if you can put them away, we will continue looking at activity B. I'd like everyone to look up here. The first picture we have seen, a car is moving. Someone said that the fuel in the car is making the car to move. Fuel. You think the fuel is pushing the car? Someone said the fuel in the car is making the car to move. What can you say about the fuel in the car? What does fuel have? Tell us something about fuel.
Fuel as nuclear energy.
Fuel as?
Nuclear energy.
All right. Energy. Fuel as energy. All right. Look at this woman working in the garden. What's making her to work? Huh? She's got the strength. Where do you think that strength is coming from? Huh? Now, I'd like people to raise their hands and give us answers. Francis.
That she consumed gives him energy to move.
All right, good. What's causing the canoe to move? The wind. All right, the wind on the sail. What's causing this light to glow? All right, electricity. This calculator can be solar or battery that's causing it to work. And fire, the wood that is bent is making it to create flames like this. But where do all these things come from? Many of you are saying that because they have energy. Energy is there. Energy is there. That leads us to our second activity. You are going to tell me what is energy. You're talking about energy, but I wonder if you know what is energy. So listen very carefully. We will go through activity B, the instructions. You will do a brainstorming on what energy is. Receiving students, instruction number 1 or step number 1 for brainstorming you will sit in your activity groups. If you have not sit in your activity groups, you will move to your activity groups. Step number 2, you will select someone to write down all the ideas. Now for the model class, you have already set in your groups, and there is someone to write down all your ideas. Now step number 3, everyone should give at least one idea about energy. In the group, everyone must give one idea about energy. The more ideas, the better at this stage. If you can't think of anything, here are some suggestions. If you find it hard to say something about energy, I'm giving you some options here. Think of a sentence with the word energy in it. Draw something with a lot of energy. What do you use energy for? This will help you. Step number 4, don't discuss the ideas yet. Don't criticize anyone else's idea. Are you following? Yes. We are going through the steps of brainstorming. Step number 5, after brainstorming, discuss the group's idea about energy. And step number 6, select some of the ideas and write them on a large sheet of paper and present them to the class. So those are the 6 steps. Now we will only go through brainstorming, and at the end of your brainstorming, we should come up with a definition or idea of what energy is, right? So we'll have the group leaders to take the lead by allowing everyone to give their ideas on what energy is. When you come up with your final idea, you write them down. When you come up with your final idea, you write it. Your final ideas, you write them here. You can use this to write all your ideas here. And later you discuss it, you write the final idea. The instructions are there, so you can refer to them. Exactly. Got some good ideas?
Before you finish that, remind them that this chart, the pictures, summary about the pictures, and the definition of energy, plus whatever they're going to spiral 1 for the next lesson 2. Keep them for the lesson 3.
We're going to collect them.
All our ideas on one paper, what do we do?
You read the instruction on your worksheet. Number 6.
Select one of these ideas and then write on another sheet and present them to the class.
Okay. Your ideas, you put them there on that small paper.
We put them together in one sentence and write them.
It all depends.
If you don't
You, after you discuss it, if you think one is, you don't agree with it, you can strike it out. Oh, I think these ones are good, you put them on. Let's brainstorm.
We can write only one.
It all,
Put our own
yeah,
opinion together.
yeah, that's okay. Okay. Step number 6.
Select some of the ideas and write them in a large paper, present them to the class. Just one.
It's all up to you. You can come up with this one, or if you think that all of these ones are okay, you don't dispute it, that's okay. But if you think that one is no, we should strike this out, it's all up to you. It's your own, your brainstorm. All right, last 1 minute. Okay, it's all up to you. It's your idea, so. If you want to write everything down, or if you want to check and say, no, I don't agree with this one, I think we'll let this one. Or if you want to get everything together and put them in one sentence, summarize it, that's all up to you.
Or we just put it in one sentence and then write it.
It's all up to you, I said. It's your answer. It's what you think energy is. So how you write it is what's yours.
Thank you.
All right, I think any of you have finished. We'll have only 2 students to give us the answer that they came up with, the ideas that they came up with their friends. So we'll have 2 students to give us what they came up with on energy. So we'll have Ellen and Nanadai to give us what they think energy is. You others, you can listen while Ellen is giving the answer. Receiving students, you can also select some students to give your answers on what you think energy is.
Okay, my group and I, we came with our definition of what is energy, and us is, energy is the force that makes things and people move and work.
Thank you. Another in the group.
Energy is a force which makes things to move forward.
Thank you. Now, most of you, just looking around, found out that you have got similar answers like these two groups. What I want you to do is you complete them and put them away. We will go through our summary. Our summary for today's lesson. Energy is the ability to do work. All the pictures that you have seen, at least there was work being done. And that work is done because there is energy. So energy is the ability to do work. Work is making things happen. Everything that happens around us depends on energy. Receiving students, quickly copy that down. Energy can make things move. It can make sounds, give light, and even give heat. If you observe the pictures carefully today, some of those things that you have seen in the pictures gave some of this, and because they have energy. Energy can be stored. We eat food, so we have the energy to work and play. If we don't eat food, we look sick, we are very weak, because there is no energy in us. We eat food, so we have the energy to work and play. Our last summary point, the unit of energy is the joule. All right? So there is a unit that is used to measure energy, which we will look at in our coming lessons, that we can also measure energy. Your homework question, write down 4 things you have done today. For example, sweeping the room. And describe how you used energy while you did these things. So 4 things. Receiving students, you can quickly copy this. And in your next lesson, you can correct it or get your answers, give your answers to your teacher. That is the end of the lesson. Our next lesson topic is types of energy. We are going to look at types of energy and the materials that I would like you to bring. Receiving students, if you can also bring this. It will bring rubber band, pencil, tape, a sticking tape, cotton reel, spiral paper, a candle, battery, globe, copper wire. And also, if you have any toys that are able to move, maybe by winding them up and they're able to move, if you find any toys like that, I'd like us to also have a look at why those toys move, so we can also look at them. So if you have some toys, you can also bring them. Our keyword for today's lesson is energy. With that, thank you very much, HCS, resident students and teachers for participating.